Hey there. I am near the top of Frenchman Mountain in Nevada, about 5 minutes outside of Las Vegas. And with the new year upon us, I thought this was the perfect time to talk about priorities for the new year. And I'd like to share with you two qualities that I think are going to be absolutely key to adopt in this new year. And I intend to adopt them. I would encourage you to adopt them as well. The first of these two qualities is urgency. Urgency. By the time you're 20 years old, you will have lived about 1,000 weeks. By the time you're 40, you will have lived about 2,000 weeks. And by the time you reach or approach the average human life expectancy, which is about 80, a little over 80, you will have lived a little over 4,000 weeks. Now, for perspective, the MGM Grand Hotel in Las Vegas has over 5,000 hotel rooms. So you could stay in each hotel room, one per week, and you will have not gotten through the entire hotel. So for perspective, the average human life doesn't have that many weeks. So you should treat each week as a gift because you don't get that many. And pretty soon, they'll all be used up. So treat the 52 weeks that you get in this year as a gift. Have urgency in your life because your life is impermanent. The second quality that I think will be key to adopt in this new year is resilience. So there's a definition of resilience that I really like, and that is the ability for an object to recoil or snap back into shape after having been compressed or malformed or contorted. So you can imagine, for example, a coil or a shock absorber on your car, right? This object can withstand a change of shape, but it will always snap back into shape. And I think this is a beautiful metaphor for human resilience. So when you encounter something that doesn't quite go your way, an obstacle, or maybe something that was unexpected, maybe you were laid off from work, or somebody left you, somebody that you really cared about, how quickly can you snap back into shape? For example, you can see I got cut on my hand here while I was hiking up this mountain. I didn't even really notice the cut until I was filming this. And I certainly didn't let it affect my hike, right? I recovered. I snapped back into shape as quickly as I could. Originally, I was going to film this on a tripod and an actual camera. But I noticed that the tripod, when I packed it, I forgot to pack a screw that I need to actually set up the tripod. So I couldn't use the tripod. So I had to think, okay, what can I use instead? Well, I'll use my phone. I was resilient. There was a setback, an obstacle, and I figured out a way to just make it work regardless. So what are some areas in life where you might encounter an obstacle or a setback? And how can you use this new year as a time to test your ability to spring back into shape, to be resilient? So those are the two qualities that I will try to adopt this year, and I would encourage you to try to adopt as well: urgency and resilience.